Today we're going to be installing a Bahama yellow OEM extinguishers kit into this 992 GT3 Touring. This bracket kit will fit all 992 sport seats. Here we have a factory Porsche key fob and the mug that was also painted to match the extinguisher and the Bahama yellow GT3. If you send us your additional parts, we can paint those as well. First, we're going to start by removing these plastic trim covers. There's one on this side and one on that side. What we're going to do is take our plastic pry tool, we're going to put it right down in here, pull this up, and then it'll slide right out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to be using our E12 E-Torx to remove the front two seat bolts, and once we're done with that, we're going to then slide the seat forward to get access to the rear bolts. In the back here, we have an E12 E-Torx on this side as well. We're going to remove both of these, and that way the seat will be free and clear to move. We're going to take this blanket here and cover the door sill and tuck this down in here. What we're going to be doing is turning the seat 90 degrees so that way the base of the seat is facing us this way, and that way we can access where the bracket is going to mount. So we're going to have to remove a screw here and one up in here. That way we can move this trim off to the side. Under the seat here is the clips that hold the front of the cushion on. We just need to flip that up a little bit so we can flip these inserts down into their groove. Now that we have these two screws out, we have a little bit of movement right here. We're going to reach under and we're going to just fold the front of this clip out, and that way it'll loosen up the front cushion. This metal tab here is the one that holds the bracket from on top of the metal frame. This has threads here and here. This narrow side is going to go into the seat first like this, with this side pointing towards you. You're going to push up the front of the cushion here, and then you're going to see right here it slides all the way down. Once you push it through, you'll see the holes line up on the very bottom here. Here you can see the holes are now lined up with the metal seat frame. Now these are pre-threaded like we discussed before, and our screws will hold that in place with the metal bracket that holds the extinguisher. So we're going to take our T25 Torx driver in these 4 smaller screws. They all bolt right here into that plate that we were talking about. So there's 4 of them, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. We're just going to get these in here, get all 4 of them started. This will keep our reinforcement plate from sliding out of the way. So this is the plastic trim, that clip that holds the front of the fabric down. What we're going to do is take this, tuck it up here on this tab, and we're just going to push it and work it all the way across as it clips in. And that's it. Check both sides. We can run our finger across, and that's good to go. So if you remember, we took off the 2 screws up here that hold this trim. All we needed was a little bit of movement here. So we got that fixed, we got our screws back in. Now we're gonna rotate the seat back into its normal positioning, and that way we can bolt this on. It just gives us a little bit more clearance to spin the seat with this off. We're gonna take our E12 Torx, we're gonna tighten down these front 2 bolts, then slide the seat forward, get the rear 2, and then we can proceed to bolt the extinguisher holder into place. So this is the plastic trim piece that we had removed before. We talked about it, you just gotta pry up here a little bit and it releases this clip. To put it back in, just gonna run it along this outer rail and it'll slide right into place and clip right in. So this is the Porsche holder for the fire extinguisher. There's 3 screws that this bracket actually uses out of the 4 holes. You're gonna use this one here, this one, and this one. This last one here remains open. This one is not used. We're gonna take this, we're gonna bolt this right here to the front of the seat on the bracket that we just installed using the 3 supplied T30 hardware. Now that our bracket is all installed, it's time to put in the custom paint matched Bahama yellow fire extinguisher. So to install the extinguisher into the holder itself, whether you have a factory option Porsche with one or not, simply press the button that says press, that opens the latch, push that out of the way. You'll take the extinguisher with the number 1 facing down, slide it right in here, and push until it's all the way seated in. Grab this lower strap, hold the metal latch up out of the way. To prevent scratching your painted extinguisher, You want to keep this part of the strap here up above, set this here, pull the metal latch over top, hit the button that says press to latch everything, and then fold this right over. This here concludes the installation of our 992 Sport Seat Fire Extinguisher Kit. This here was performed on 992 4-way seats. The 992 18-way seats are a little bit different, but just as simple to install. So this is our 992 Sport Seat Fire Extinguisher Kit. You can find the link in the description below. Everything that you see here is included with this, including all the hardware, the brackets, the extinguisher. The custom paint is a special order option, so please reach out to us if you have any questions.